All right, hello and welcome everybody watching right now or later on. Strap on the seatbelt, click it in, only go the speed limit because we got to prepare. We're going to be going as fast as possible, and the dinosaurs are going to be driving probably pretty fast tonight. It's been going quite well today. I've played this list quite extensively over the day, probably about 20, close to 20 matches at least today alone, and it's been performing absolutely fantastic. Nothing too much has changed from the previous nights, the focus on Three Amigos. I did have to cut Commune with Dinosaurs, so we don't see that in the side, and we don't see Thunderherd Migration, but we still got Marauding, Huntmaster, Drover of the Mighty to keep that early game going. And then we got that fantastic art, Getaway Car. You may have seen me mention it in my introduction, but yeah, it's still, I need to put it through its paces for sure. I haven't had a chance to use it in too many games today, but definitely there's potential there. I'm still quite excited about it. I want to give it at least a really good try for sure. Couple Domri, nice having that interaction. Boost in power. Topiary Stomper as always, nice stable ramp. Good stuff. And then of course that pairs quite nicely with Galta. That's something I should have been trying a little bit more since Topiary Stomper was released. Absolutely fantastic with Galta. And you guys may have remembered, or you may remember, and saw me use Collision Colossus. Yes, exciting stuff. Cheering. Oh, it's back. And it's been performing lovely. In the past, I mean, it's been nice, Colossus especially, but also Collision to potentially take out some of those ledger shredders that are running amok and causing a big headache. But for the most part, it's Colossus. Get trample on something big and make it a bad day for the opponent, that's for sure. Regisaur Alpha, of course, keep things moving fast, and Ripjaw Raptor there for the 4 slot, but definitely got to have that Regisaur Alpha. Galta, I mean, I had to use her. I wanted to tie in the queen of all dinos with cars. Now, we got to hold on a second. I mean, Galta, likely she isn't going to be able to get in any vehicle. It would more likely fit on her foot, maybe on a toe. It's hard to exactly tell how big she is, but they're probably like motorized shoes, I guess you could. That's probably it. Yeah, we'll call them motorized shoes or something. Yeah. Mana base, nothing too crazy still. We got 3 mountains and 5 forests for 8 in total. Now, I'm thinking I may actually cut that down. Consistency-wise, it has been a little bumpy today, and I do only have Topiary Stomper that is grabbing basic lands from the library, so I probably don't need quite so many, but we'll stick with this for now. Thunderherd Migration, that's basically in the sideboard just in case there's some matchups where Otepec Huntmaster or Drover of the Mighty, some of the 3 amigos may likely die to removal, at which time I definitely bring in Thunderherd Migration. And then the unlicensed hearse, yes indeed. Gotta have likely some sort of graveyard hate, so the hearse continues, and of course it fits the theme for tonight with that plus the Getaway Car. Gonna be doing lots of damage. Gas is gonna be, that's gonna be rough on the pocketbook, that's for sure. Anger of the Gods, Sweeper, Classic Fantastic, and then Shifting Ceratops to round things out. Alright, you see the game plan, it's pretty straightforward. Let's hope for some flashy plays, potentially popping into Diamond here tonight. But I think if I don't get into Diamond, likely it should happen tomorrow. I don't see why not. I'll definitely be grinding things away. And I do have my coffee. What is it? Black Bear. Muskoka Roastery Black Bear. And I got the coffee shirt on. Actually, I should see if you guys can see this. Basically, it's love coffee. The O is a coffee bean, and yeah, that's about it. Fought a wide range of decks today. Lots of control, for sure. One Esper control, blue, black, and white. Oh, that was rough. They just had all removal all the time. But there was nothing I could do in that scenario. Ike Daddy Deluxe. Ooh, I like this. Yeah. Got a hair in my mouth. I think. Okay. Nothing on turn 3 after Marauding Raptor for turn 2 here. Oh, no, that's pretty good. I like that. This could actually be quite nice. But we're seeing black. Maybe it's go Sultai. Ooh, it's another Sultai. Actually, the last deck I faced was just happened to be a Sultai list. So hopefully Huntmaster sticks around. I think Sultai in general, they just ramp for the first few turns. Oh no, it's Sultai, this deck. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Well, let's hope they don't... Oh, no, we're not attacking. Let's hope they don't get fight rigging this turn. If they do, it might not be over. That's bound to happen. Pretty good chance we'll face at least one fight rigging deck in the night. I think this is actually my first time facing a fight rigging deck. Well, that's going to do it. Yes, indeed. Huh. Nothing to do with skill-wise, anything like that. Keep it as is. Try and go faster, but nothing you can do in those situations, unfortunately, which is, that's kind of sad, but I'm still having a good time playing the dinos. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. Not quite fast enough. We got Domri. I mean, it's something. You know what? Actually, I'm going to keep it. We got the turn 3 play. Yeah. Followed by potentially Regisaur Alpha on turn 4 with the ramp from Domri there. Yeah, definitely Domri on 3. Hopefully no Thoughtseize, but they are part black, so that's definitely to be expected, I would think. Hopefully he survives. Shakedown. Nuts. Well, the question is, we could go Huntmaster plus Ripjaw. Nah. Let's go. You know what? Let's go with Ripjaw to fight the Shakedown Heavy to dodge the fight rigging that likely is happening next turn. I like the looks of that. I think there's a pretty good chance we would still get Regisaur Alpha next turn. There we go. There we go. Phew. Hopefully it wasn't anything too big and nasty like that Emergent Ultimatum. If we get a land next turn also, that would allow for Huntmaster for 2, followed by Regisaur Alpha for... Ooh, oh, Galta. My goodness. Hopefully we can drop the Queen in the first match. That would be lovely. Cross your fingers they don't interrupt what we're trying to do here. Likely, another big creature. Okay. Let's hope it's not Emergent Ultimate, another fight rigging. Not so bad. Not so bad. We might have them here, folks. Oh yeah, I think we do. Okay, so do we want to fight? Oh yeah, definitely I want to fight. Huntmaster for 2. Galta for 2, dead. Smoked. Ow. Ooh, painful. Well, I'm definitely happy about that. It is lovely taking down any fight rigging deck. It's usually a pretty hard matchup for me, but yeah, we got a big 12. Well, it was actually a 13-12 trample with Domri there, but yeah, cleared the pathway. 2 green for a 13-12. Doesn't get much better than that. I think this could be good. We're on the draw, so we got another turn to, you know, draw more lands, but we got a combination of Marauding Raptors and Otepec Huntmasters, plus Domri, so this definitely could be a lot worse. I wouldn't have kept that if it was just a single land. Definitely if it was just a mountain. Possibly might have risked it if it was just Stomping Ground, due to the fact it's giving a green, but well, we'll try. Survive. Oh, it does, yeah. Yeah, I guess really it's just ramping to get a big creature, fight rigging, that sort of thing. Okay, well, definitely Marauding plus Drover. A little unfortunate we didn't get that land, but we'll try and do a wee bit of damage here. Start chipping away. It might make all the difference, but it might not matter in some cases. Let's hope it's not bad. That is bad. That is bad. Oh, good. There's no land. What do I like? That's a good question. Actually, we can go Domri for 3. Uses mana for a green. Then go Topiary Stomper to continue the rampy ramp. And then not attack. That Elder Gargoth is going to be pretty problematic. Great Henge. Hopefully they don't have anything too big in hand, but that's fight rigging. Well, let's hope they get another fight rigging. It's always lovely, always lovely. Gotta. They're taking a bit to figure out, so it's nothing too crazy, I think. If it was like Emergent Ultimatum, likely we would see them grabbing it right from the beginning. Oh, good Llanowar Elves. Man, that is also not that bad. Well, it's a little unfortunate I can't combine with Topiary Stomper there. I'm hoping to see Galta. Oh, that's not Galta, but we got a lot of nasty damage. We'll definitely go with the Regisaur. Now, yeah, hasty. That's probably it. It's either this turn or it's some other turn, unfortunately. Well, that's going to do it. Yeah. Whenever anyone casts Emergent Ultimatum, that's just done for. Yeah. Hey, we took down fight rigging once. Definitely if they go first, really nothing you can do. Happens to everybody. Igwilov is famous for creating her namesake Demonicon, which contained many spells such as Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Tasha's Mind Whip, Tasha's Otherworldly Guise, and Torment. Huh. Can't find your deck? Decks with missing cards or other errors appear at the bottom of the list. Yeah, pretty much I always try to at least jam the minimum 60 cards into the list, even if I can't quite finish it on time, just so it stays right at the top there and then I don't forget about it. Some new idea I'm tweaking and working on. Yeah, we can work with this, yeah. Definitely the secluded courtyard, but I think it's been more miss than hits, unfortunately. Excuse me. Due to the fact of Colossus there, it kind of screws us over. We got a Stomping Ground. I'm thinking Gruul. Oh, Gruul Legends. Interesting. I'd like to see that. Good stuff. Yeah, let's go with the Topiary. Next turn, probably Marauding plus Topiary. Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. But we could be getting close to a Galta, hopefully. Grenville, that's not going to be good. Looks like we might have a pretty good chance. It seems, well, I'm betting they don't have a whole lot of interaction with this particular deck. I don't see why we wouldn't get Galta next turn, even if they take out Marauding Raptor. Could potentially see Regisaur Alpha plus Galta, possibly for lethal right there. Yeah, I think this deck is basically all just legendary creatures. I'll throw up a Bard class for you guys right there. And before I forget, definitely leave a like, take a bite out of that like button if you haven't already. And oh, this is yeah, Ripjaw for 2, followed by the Queen to get her done. Have some fun. I think because they blocked with Grumgully, they may have another copy in hand. Hopefully that's not the case, but we got some nasty damage coming up. Hopefully it's enough. It's got to do something pretty quick here. Ooh, I like it. Actually, I'm thinking Getaway Car for... I do like Regisaur Alpha. Now we do Getaway Car, and then I'm still left with enough for a... Well, no, I could do Ripjaw. Let's go Getaway Car. Make use of the Topiary Stomper there. Alright, pull off the sneaky Colossus, I think, and that might just close things out. Especially if they triple block to take out Galta there. Ooh. Good stuff. Yes, that was. Ooh. Now, the question is, Anger of the Gods against this particular deck. I don't know. We saw how fast a lot of their legendary Gruul creatures got above 3 toughness, certainly with Grumgully. That happens pretty quick. But also Bard class there. Legendary creatures they control enter the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter. So I'm actually thinking they most, if not all, would quickly get out of range of being killed by Anger of the Gods. Of course, we could attack, deal damage to a bunch of them temporarily before the end of turn on the second main phase, cast Anger of the Gods to maybe take them out. But they don't have a whole lot of interaction. It's mostly just slamming the creatures. Yeah, I'll keep it as is. Hope I go something like that. That was pretty painful. Good stuff, good stuff. We saw the Queen come in strong, big time. Ooh, I like this. It's not 2 sources of green, unfortunately, but it's pretty good. But yeah, definitely I'll be looking at the mana base for sure. Probably, at the very least, cutting it down to 6 basic lands. I could see 1 mountain and 5 forests. Yeah. Hopefully another source of green next turn, going double Drover of the Mighty, but they're getting going here pretty good, especially with the Llanowar Elves, the Pelt Collector. Maybe I'm regretting not bringing in Anger of the Gods. That would have been a pretty fantastic play coming up on turn 3, if I had the available mana. Ooh, I do not. Well, it's got to be Drover, that's for sure. I'll go Drover and Marauding. Pressure him with the temporarily boosted Marauding. I wouldn't be upset if it died. And then if something's pretty big, I'll just block with the Marauding that is untapped here. And then still be able to safely go Drovers and Topiary Stomper next turn. Ognis, it's not good. You know what? I want to kill Ognis because I do not like Ognis. Oh, we got the land. Good stuff. Yeah, let's go double Drover. They're completely tapped out, so if they did have any removal, something like that, they wouldn't be able to use it. But again, I don't think this deck really uses removal a whole lot. Definitely feel pretty safe still at 18. They don't have Bard class yet, which is quite nice to see. Man, that's good coffee. A dark roast, no cream, no sugar, nothing. Because I'm tough that way.
When this is through.
It shouldn't be too bad, huh, Magda? Man, I am really missing that Anger. Okay. If we don't take him down here, I will bring in Anger of the Gods coming up. We'll certainly be taking out... let's take out Goro and Magda. Ooh, oh, my goodness. Okay. Pretty good. I like that. Now, that's the power of Drover of the Mighty. Way better than a Llanowar Elves. Fantastic body being a 3/3 fixing, but yeah, just it wasn't going to go well for them. They probably didn't have, well, they may have had maybe a play set of some sort of removal, but I'm betting there's a pretty good chance they may not have had any. I mean, we really don't have much other than Domri Anarch of Bolas to possibly fight stuff. BR Pestana. Maybe a Brazilian player. Excuse me. I was thinking of buying a case of Mountain Dew Zero. New version of Mountain Dew that they have out, but I remembered I got the best fantastic coffee here, and it's effectively free, so that gives me my caffeine and doesn't make me feel any kind of crashes. Not that I feel crashes at all. Usually pretty mellow. Energy drinks don't really do much for me. Kind of put me to sleep. I know, it's pretty crazy. I don't even drink them that often. Man, I really should have some sleepy music. You know what, I'm gonna... Probably for the next stream, I'll look up some lullaby or maybe some intense music for the times where we're waiting here. I would like that. Yeah. Just because it is so... Oop, well, that's not going to do it. Yes, and Brazilian, as I thought with the BR. We see the Brazilian sleeve there, but that is not a hand you want to keep. Ooh, much better. Yeah, I'm going to drop the Regisaur. Just because I love having the 2 drovers here. And then, of course, we may see Getaway Car come into effect. Good thing I sent Regisaur packing, so... You know, we get at least, hopefully, 1 drover down. But it is Rakdos, which actually I have a pretty good track record against Rakdos today. I've faced him 3 times in a row, going back to Platinum 2 there, and I won every single time. Worked out quite nicely. Getaway, okay, they want to get rid of the Getaway Car. Interesting. Oh, it's okay, it's not Rakdos, it is Grixis, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully that drover sticks around. It would be lovely going... Well, either way, we'll go Topiary Stomper next turn. Ledger... no, we're going to kill the birdie. That's for... Oh, yes, indeed. We're killing that bird. Alrighty. No attacks. Yeah, let's... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I am killing it. Dead. We're not dealing with any of the Ledger Shredder shenanigans. Pretty fantastic having another one in hand. Hopefully they keep playing their Ledger Shredders and then shed the tears as that Falcon, something, whatever you want to call it. Bird Advisor. I would advise them to quit. That's what I would do. Oh, double, yeah, man. Anger of the Gods should be pretty good, I would imagine. Fatal Push. But, okay. Had to see it at some point, but things are getting a little out of control with a bunch of those elemental tokens there. Luckily, we got Huntmaster plus Topiary Stomper, which is always lovely. Got the Dino, of course, to buff Drover of the Mighty. If we get Galta next turn, we get a Slammer down. Currently, we got 7-8 reduction. So Galta would cost 4. We get to... Well, we wouldn't even have to tap Drover to play her, which is quite nice. Could possibly go Colossus on Drover, reduce her to 2. That'd be pretty good. I could see him just maybe attacking with everything, or just killing Huntmaster. Oh, what? Okay, let's get her done. Have some fun. Hopefully. Bam, there we go. I think they were maybe had a small chance there to kill the queen, but hopefully they don't have a fatal push for Drover. I mean, it's kind of sad, but they both have trample, which is good. Just all 5 down. Hey, that's okay. Still get through a nice, well, some damage. Ouch. Well, I mean, there's still a chance we get her down next turn. That was pretty unfortunate, but they gotta do something quick. Ooh, another land. That's what I'd like to see them play. Place a drown in the Lockville. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, definitely Shifting Ceratops, I think, would be pretty good. Help dodge that drown in the lock for sure. I think I have pretty sure I have Rampaging Ferocidon in the list. Oh, yes, pretty daring, aren't we? Do have to get anything, quick. will certainly do it. They dodged a bullet there, for sure. Yeah, that'll do it. That's alright. That's how she goes. Okay, Shifting Ceratops. Anger of the Gods. Thunderherd Migration. Not a whole lot graveyard. Oh, no. Not a whole lot graveyard related. It's more Grixis, cast spells based on the Young Pyromancer. Probably Dreadhorde Arcanist, I would imagine. Yeah, I would think something like that. Excuse me. We'll take out the Huntmaster. Just because it likely dies to stuff that deals 2 damage. I expect there's that in the list, but also the Fatal Push, Bloodchief's Thirst. Ripjaw, kind of nice. Definitely, they have a lot of creatures. Always nice to get extra value with anger there. Now let's get rid of Getaway Car. 3 Ripjaws, actually. Yeah. Definitely, I think Shifting Ceratops is more valuable, especially with the Ledger Shredders. If I have mana up, I could give it reach and be able to block. Take that out if it did attack. Might be able to do a sneaky reach there. I don't know about this. Nah, that's too risky. Only 1 source of green. Oh, okay, that's better, that's better. Certainly, double Shifting Ceratops. That's what I'd like to see. Send the forest to the bottom. Hopefully no turn 1 Thoughtseize, but it's bound to happen at least once a night, I would imagine. Ooh. Well, I'm going to be right back, actually. I need to refill my coffee. I made a whole pot. 12 cups worth, which is more like 6 because I fill mine up so much. Well, that sucks. I came back to, well, the Thoughtseize. I jinxed myself. That's all good. All good. Hopefully we'll get to Shifting Ceratops sets. Oh, we do. Hopefully it sticks around. Don't have to worry about a drown in the lock, which is quite nice. Don't have enough in the graveyard to turn it on and be able to counter something that costs 4 anyways. You see the shifting, I don't know. Are they saving something that could maybe kill it, perhaps? I will hope it survives, but yeah, we'll cross our fingers. Scratching their head. Thinking if they have something, anything. Seems like maybe they don't. Ether Gust, consider. They're considering about just conceding. Or killing. Not killing? Huh. Yeah, well, they're super considering about conceding, I think. Yeah, it's gotta be it. I'll go with that for now. I mean, if nothing happens quick... Oh, yeah, we could be seeing Galta... Yeah, next turn. For 2. Always lovely when Shifting Ceratops helps out in that regard. It's happened quite a few times. Nice being the 5 power, it makes a big difference. Ripjaw Raptor, of course, 4 power, pretty good, but the double Shifting Ceratops helping to really elevate the potential possibility of seeing the queen come down. Probably give this Shifting Ceratops haste. Swing with both of them to make some nice pressure. I imagine the Sedgemoor Witch would block one of them because they don't want to take 10. Unless they have Lightning Axe popped. Okay. One pest to block the shifting and maybe taking 5. Which is interesting. I actually faced a Golgari deck that used the Sedgemoor Witch, or it might have been Grixis. Pretty sure it was Golgari, but it was another deck today that used that card, and I haven't seen it in quite some time, actually. That might not be enough. Anger of the Gods would, well, that would certainly do it. Alright, let's go. The Queen. Now the question is, yeah, let's swing with both shifting. We want, or I want to keep 2 green, 1 for each shifting to give it trample, and hopefully be sneaky in that way. Oh. They do gain a little bit of life here, unfortunately, with the pests dying, but... well, they don't. Huh. How does that work? Pest. When the creature dies, you gain 1 life. Interesting. I thought that would have saved him. Huh. Yeah, I think we keep it as is and go fast as possible. We didn't even need Galta, just the double Shifting Ceratops. Trample, of course, always very important. And I have been missing, speaking of trample, I have been missing Carnage Tyrant. Always done fantastic things the past week or 2. Yeah, just thought I'd take it out to free up space for more goodies. Possibly might cut Getaway Car. I'm still definitely going to keep Unlicensed Terse in, but I could see myself cutting Getaway Car, replace it with some number of Carnage Tyrant, maybe the whole playset. There's still lots of stuff early on. I may not need it. I haven't used the exile, return creature to our hand effect too much, but I still got to put it through its paces. Probably going to leave it in at least for tomorrow and see how it performs. Hopefully it performs good. Okay, that's better. Cross our fingers we don't see that Thoughtseize, of course. Possibly could have mulliganed a little more aggressively for that Anger of the Gods. I brought it in, didn't I? Yeah. Pretty sure I brought it in. Huh. No Thoughtseize. No Thoughtseize. You can do it. They're thinking about it, I would. They're thinking about Thoughtseize. A lot of thinking going on. Good stuff. We will be getting Regisaur Alpha a turn sooner, I hope. They know we have it, so they might take that opportunity for the Thoughtseize just to get it out of our hand. They don't have to worry about it next turn, so perhaps they'll just kind of continue to set up, maybe with the young Pyromancers there. good. Oh, the shifting. Also quite nice. It's gotta be shifting. I would have liked to go Domri, but playing him and then not being able to defend at all is not a good time. So hopefully shifting sticks around. And they don't slap anything else on that young Pyromancer there. Good, good, good. Ooh. I would like to take out the one young Pyromancer. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not mess around. Give them less stuff.
My wild beasts will bring your comeuppance.
And then attack for big. Domri and Arcabolus was gonna die anyways. Yeah. Certainly with lots of little creatures. We have enough for Regisaur Alpha, which is nice. I imagine they would have attacked even if Shifting Ceratops was untapped, pressuring that Domri with the Pyromancer plus the Elemental token there.
Doesn't always work out how you want.
Maximum pressure. That's what it's all about. It's going to be interesting. We may have it with the second Regisaur Alpha as long as all these bodies stick around. Looks like they want to kill somebody though. They got to be wary, being at 7. And we're saying goodbye to Regisaur, unfortunately. It would be nice to draw Galta next turn. I mean, they do take 2, so it's not a complete loss. Collision Colossus, Galta, something like that, I think would definitely go a long way, helping us win here. Oh, the shifting, yeah, that's a good thing. Everybody. They'll definitely consider, well, I imagine they would keep in mind and not forget about the potential of trample on Shifting Ceratops. We could get some sneaky damage in here, I hope. It will be nice taking out the Ledger Shredder, that's for sure. Throw everything at it. I think they have to use the young Pyromancer, which is pretty nice. Five, that's okay. They gotta do something drastic, if anything. They got 4 mana. It could be bad. Extinction event, although we do have an even cost and an odd cost, so we would only lose 1 body. That is something. Not so good. Ooh, Anger of the Gods. To save the day. Boom. Oh, wow, you gotta love it, you gotta love it. Man, that was sweet. I was getting kind of worried not seeing Anger of the Gods at all. So it showed up at the right moment. Ooh. All right, let's keep up that trend. Well, we'll see. We'll see how quick these games go. Hopefully the streak continues, but it's always lovely top decking that fantastic thing you need to finish them off. There maybe was a good chance we would have done them in anyways, but certainly don't want to give them a chance, especially with the great removal they have. I could see Regisaur Alpha probably eating something on the following turn. They had quite a few things in hand, and that is a keeper, if ever I've seen one. Marauding, followed by Ripjaw or Dominating Archabolus. Oh, we got a double mulligan here from Anon. Hopefully it's not some combo shenanigans. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. No Thoughtseize. Cross my fingers. Oh, okay, interesting. So it's maybe a Gruul landfall, something landfall related. I think based on the fact it looks like creature based, I'll drop Ripjaw next turn. Then we got Domri the turn after to fight, take out something. Ghalta probably after that, I hope. Speaking of Ghalta, I did start off this morning having Raptor hatchling in, so 1 in red. Whenever it's dealt damage, make a Dino token. The classic line is Marauding turn 2, Raptor hatchling turn 3 for a red. You have 10 total power plus, well, you have 9 power plus the 1 reduction from Marauding makes Ghalta cost 2 on turn 3 after playing the Raptor hatchling, and yeah, it's a good time. I don't think they can take out Marauding. It's going to be an uphill battle for them. Oh, it's nice getting the land. Yeah. Dead. Okay. Well, seeing what it was, I'm going to bring in Anger of the Gods. Didn't really see a whole lot of creatures, but we did see Kazandu Valley or Kazandu Mammoth, which sometimes it's going to be above 3, but when it comes around to our turn, likely it'll be sitting as a 3/3 and something we can take out with Anger of the Gods. Probably Llanowar Elves, stuff like that. I wouldn't imagine they have too much for the way of interaction. They don't have probably anything flying. I'll drop Collision Colossus to make room for Anger there. I do like shifting. Yeah, let's get rid of Getaway Car. Bring in the shifting. And alright. Hopefully it's a little bit more of an aggressive Gruul list, and Anger of the Gods does a little bit better work for us. Ooh, oh, I'm keeping that. Heaven, how's it going? This deck, it's a little bit different from the description. I actually forgot to change it up. It does have Ghalta, the Queen. Super excited to bring her back in. But, yeah, still focused on driving with the dinos. Ramping. Doing the classic stuff. Powering out early Ghalta, Primal Hunger. It's been fantastic today. It's actually gone off quite a bit. I wish I was recording the games on my phone, but just in general, it's the 3 Amigos list. Lots of stuff that cost 2 early on. Got some nice plays. But just with the addition of Ghalta, Primal Hunger, basically that is the biggest difference. It's pretty much all the same as the previous nights. And who doesn't love Ghalta Primal Hunger? I think we've all used her at some point. Definitely seen it used. Oh, yes, this is, well, could be kind of iffy with the Huntmaster. Good game. Well, not quite. Maybe it is. Ooh, did they not draw land? Okay. Well, it's not exactly a good game, but we got the Huntmaster. Hopefully, a source of green next turn. Marauding for 1, Topiary for 2. Yeah. This deck is probably Gruul aggro, I would imagine. I'm gonna say it's Gruul aggro. I saw some red the previous game there. Yeah. The first hand they mulliganed twice and just didn't really get much of anything, and then this second game they unfortunately mulliganed, didn't really have much, and we had fantastic curves in both games that just devastated them. Actually, I'll cancel that 1 second. I'll show you, yes, easy win, heaven, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. But yeah, I'll go over the list just for you quickly, and anybody else that you didn't catch the start here, just very, very briefly. Yeah, we got the Queen, 4 copies. She's super important. Now, of course, I do play zombies. For April Fools, definitely go back and check that out. I'll show you that quickly. Where's my zombies? I had that here somewhere. Oh, when I was switching formats. Yes. Zombies here. That's basically just for the quests that require you to play black spells. And I did play blue-black Demir zombies for April Fools back then. Check that out. It was a pretty good night. But every year on April Fools, this was the first one, but I'm going to make it a tradition. I am going to play a deck that isn't Dinosaurs once a year. On April Fools is the only time I'll play a deck on stream, make an episode that isn't Dinos. It's going to be fun. Yes. Yeah. I got for the black quests getting gold, and then basic blue-white flyers for quests that want you to play blue or white stuff. So pretty much just quest farming. Got to have some decks. I think we all probably have our favorite decks for that stuff. And I do like zombies. They're pretty fantastic travel. But yeah, going back to all 4 copies of Galta. It's not for everybody. You don't see too many people using 4 of her just because, again, she is legendary, but she is so powerful. You want to see her as much as possible. Slam her down. She's going to end the game, and likely if the opponent knows that's happening, they will use removal on her, which, having a backup copy, chances are the backup is still costing 2. That's pretty fantastic. It's not a bad time if they kill the first copy that you play. So I think definitely having all 4 copies, if it's leaning super hard into Galta, I think that's right. Carnage Tyrant, I don't know, it's pretty costly. Like I mentioned, I could see cutting Getaway Car to replace for Carnage Tyrant, but that's a lot at the top. I do like keeping stuff going early on with cheaper things. I guess in some cases Carnage Tyrant is good, but I don't know, it's hard to say comparing Carnage Tyrant to Galta just because they are such a different dinosaur. I think some number of Carnage Tyrant in a dinosaur list is the correct way to go, but I haven't really needed Carnage Tyrant today. I could possibly see cutting some number of Collision Colossus, maybe all of them, to slot in Carnage Tyrant. There's definitely plenty of ramp. We got Domri, Topiary Stomper, the cost reduction of Huntmaster and Marauding, plus Drover, so it's still pretty easy to cast something like Carnage Tyrant. I don't know. Hard to say. But if you have Carnage Tyrant in, never a bad thing. I could see maybe running both. Certainly Carnage Tyrant is going to help cast that Galta quite easily, but I just haven't seen, I guess, the need of Carnage Tyrant. I got Drover the Mighty at 3 power, which definitely helps, and then Drover also taps for a mana. Marauding Raptor sometimes is boosted pretty big, either 4 power or 6 power temporarily. hasn't seemed like I've needed the power of Carnage Tyrant to help cast the Ghalta. I think maybe it's either Carnage or Ghalta, depending on how somebody's feeling. But I could see running both. Maybe I'll try that out tomorrow. Maybe post a match or something from my phone. Ooh, it's kind of rough. It's always rough not seeing something with lots of lands and no 2-drop, but well, I'll keep it. Oh, what do we got? Oh, we got humans. At least we do have the Huntmaster. That makes me feel a little better, but it is looking like either Orzhov humans or Abzan, so white, black, and green is my bet. Yes, it's humans. I haven't actually ever tried dragons mixed with dinos yet. I could see that happening. Terror of the Peaks, I imagine you know that fantastic card. I could see Terror of the Peaks being a pretty fantastic addition, so for anybody that doesn't know, 3 and 2 red, I believe. Each creature that enters the battlefield, Terror of the Peaks deals damage to any target equal to its power, I think it is. Terror of the Peaks would probably be my pick for dragon to add. This is going to be a little rough though. Actually, you know what? I'm still going to attack with Ripjaw, based on the fact that I would expect them maybe not to have lethal next turn. They'll see Ripjaw tapped, they'll feel pretty safe attacking with basically everything, and they might leave themselves open too much for the Ghalta that's hopefully coming next turn. But yeah, maybe I should look into other dragons other than Terror of the Peaks. I love Inferno of the Star Mounts from Dungeons and Dragons. Goldspan, yes, yes. I do like having flyers. There's not a whole lot of dinos that have flying. Illuna, Apex of Wishes, the tamer dino from Ikoria. Yeah, I think I should look into that angle. Certainly Goldspan Dragon is, I mean, it's an all-star for a reason. It has haste. I have been looking into the treasure aspect of things for sure. And anything to help with angels, definitely. But I haven't seen angels too much in the past. Probably the last time I saw it was yesterday, I think. Doesn't seem very common. This humans list, though, I think it's probably the 3rd time I'm seeing it today. Seems to be quite popular. Good stuff. Hopefully they leave themselves open enough. Unfortunately, Adeline, Resplendent Cathar does have vigilance. Yeah, Goldspan, Terror of the Peaks. Man, if I wasn't completely into dinos, I'd definitely go with some sort of dragon list. Maybe just completely dragons. The new set is only for Historic and Alchemy, unfortunately. Which I may go back to Historic just to try out some of those new cards that they added from Baldur's Gate Forgotten Realms, I believe it's called. Yeah. There's so many cards. There's got to be something interesting to try with dinos. But yeah, it was a little unfortunate. There's nothing new to try for Explorer / Pioneer here. And it is nice, if I did use Goldspan Dragon in Explorer here, it does stay the same. It's not nerfed in that format. So it's even better. Something to keep in mind. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Slap the Colossus on... Yeah, the Colossus on Ripjaw. Then we can go Galta for 2, Hasty, bam. I like it. Hopefully that's enough. I'll be crossing my fingers, but yeah, specifically for Goldspan Dragon, not having those nerfs in Explorer, just because Explorer is going to mirror Pioneer, paper format, that sort of thing. Yes, Goldspan, I forget exactly how Goldspan was nerfed only on the digitally, just because that's what they're trying to do with Alchemy. Nerf a card, it's easier certainly to nerf something when it's only digital. It's hard when it's an actual paper card to errata it, because you have all these printings of exactly how it is, and then maybe they print a card with a nerf later on, and that just gets it's very confusing. Ooh, they completely gave us the win. My goodness, okay. Heaven, you seem to be the good luck charm tonight. Good stuff. Yeah, actually, let's take a look at Goldspan Dragon. We'll compare the two copies, because it's a pretty big, significant nerf that they did for it. Yes, okay. So we see the two here, the Alchemy version, and how is that different? Yes, so the original normal printing of Goldspan Dragon, whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token. And the Alchemy nerfed version, just for digital, is whenever it attacks, create a treasure token. Saturday, no school on the weekends. Good stuff. Good stuff. You gotta love it. I know sometimes there's classes or whatnot, weekend extracurriculars, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's good. Well, that's a pretty big nerf for Goldspan. Sacrifice, that's the same, yeah. Yeah, so basically, they took out the part for the nerf for an Alchemy, so you don't make a treasure whenever it's targeted, basically. Yeah, that's about it. It doesn't seem like a big nerf, but it's a pretty decent sized nerf. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should continue this. Definitely 1 win away, popping into Diamond. I've been popping off tonight, that's for sure. Hopefully we stomp them so much they just give up like the previous opponent there. They saw all the nasty stuff that was about to happen, and they just they didn't want to deal with it. Yes, I do stream League. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I think League of Legends might translate a little bit better if I record the gameplay and then kind of cut out the slower parts, keeping the main exciting fighting bits going on. But yes, I love League of Legends. I've played it basically since it's been released. I have about 3,500 games roughly. Probably a little bit more than that, but I know at least 3,500 games League of Legends. Most of that is unranked because up until about a year or two ago, I had very bad internet, so I didn't even want to go into ranked. I couldn't really reliably go into ranked, but I've been, yes, quite nice. Cassiopeia, the Snake Champion, that's my main. Ever since she was released, I started playing her. Specifically with Cassiopeia, I would just say I have about 2,500. Basically, all my games have been on Cassiopeia. But yeah, I'm trying to climb up the ladder. Hopefully get to at least Diamond or... no, that's the sneaky part. It is support. You never would have guessed that one. Cassiopeia support. It's fun stuff. Let's see here, though. What do I want to discard? I feel like Ripjaw. Just because I was planning to go Topiary Stomper next turn. Ooh, wow, we got plenty of lands. Yes, Cassiopeia support. Very, very uncommon. Right. Oh, you got... Okay. I have a couple streams, episodes up about that, but yeah. Maybe I'll stream it tomorrow night if you got a chance to watch. Of course, if you don't have a chance or can only join for a little bit there, definitely you'll be able to catch it later on for sure. Hopefully they don't kill Ripjaw here. This looks like a very basic black sort of discard deck. I think we have a pretty good chance to get him, I would imagine.
Nothing like a bit of violence now and then. Wild beasts are bringing your comeuppance.
Alrighty, good stuff. Happy to hear. Unfortunately, Ripjaw's gonna die. The Shambling Ghast is gonna give it -1/-1. Draw plenty of cards, do plenty of damage. Oh, that is interesting. That they didn't take the chance to put the one, give Ripjaw -1/-1. It would have died. Okay, they were gonna go Blood in the Snow. Shed tears, that's for sure. Nuts. Well, it's gonna be Huntmaster, that's for sure. Ooh, that is interesting.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
I should have done red. Just so I had the possibility of slapping Colossus on Huntmaster to maybe save him. The 5/5 Black Dragon with Menace, that is Junji? I think that's what the name of it. Don't really want to fight, but I do want to take out Tigrid. I think we got to take out Tigrid here, that's for sure. Let's see. Well, we can still go Drover and be able to play Colossus. Could actually go both Colossuses. Yeah, let's swing with the Huntmaster. See what they do and just how they block. Interesting. Okay. Got a bunch of damage on him. Usually only Gruul decks. I've tried Rainbow Dino, stuff like that. Wacky combinations. Hopefully this does the trick and shuts them down. Ooh, that's not good. Oh my goodness. The top deck of top decks. Phew, man, that's the top deck you want. Certainly I'll sacrifice the token. Hopefully Regisaur sticks. Yeah, nice indeed. Oh, the Topiary, and we're at 6. We can attack with it. Get the land. Bam. Let's go. Ho ho ho. That was getting kind of scary. They had a bunch of creatures. No, I actually forgot Lair of the Hydra. I did. Yeah, I did. I always forget Lair of the Hydra. We got a crying dino for that. But it seems like a kind of sort of basic, somewhat basic black deck. It's very nasty stuff with Tigrid, God of Fright. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I could see bringing in Anger of the Gods. Let's get rid of Getaway Car. Yeah, maybe not Thunderherd Migration. Okay. Hopefully this continues. That was sweet. Definitely, I think it was key that we took out Tigrid there. Otherwise, yeah, wouldn't have been able to do it. Ooh. I don't like it. Okay, that's better. Definitely. No, I do like Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Definitely. Menace is always nice. Oftentimes, Rampaging Ferocidon has Menace, and that guy quite often has been able to get through due to that fact. So Menace is something I can appreciate for sure. Ripjaw. Well, that's a tough one. Let's think about this. Yeah, I think it's got to be Collision Colossus. Yes, the opponent mono black. I guess maybe mono black Devotion. Warlock class, it's pretty nasty for me whenever I face this. It's tough if I'm not going as fast as possible. Good stuff. We got that all-important third land. And luckily they haven't had a fatal push to take out Marauding Raptor. Oh! Whew. I said you were the good luck charm tonight. And that definitely, I think, holds true. Man, luckily it seems we stomped them so good to game one. Thumbs up. Good stuff. I was hoping to bust into Diamond. I think I only lost the one match tonight. Wow. Lovely stuff. I thought maybe, I'd lose a couple. Might not pop into it. Man, you gotta love it. Dino Driver. Doing the trick. Oh, Diamond. Yes. Good stuff. Huh. Well, I don't have enough to open a pack. You know what? You were talking about a Dragon Dino combination list. So let's kind of whip something up. See how that might look just before we finish the stream here. Could get pretty interesting. I'm going to call it DD, Designated Driver. I was actually thinking of using that as the name for Dino Driver, but Dinos, Dragons, DD. I think that fits. Okay, so we got Terror of the Peaks. Quite fantastic. I think we should just we'll take out all the mountains. I usually like to add in all the lands just myself, but Terror of the Peaks, D&D. Oh yeah, Dinos and Dragons. But if I call it D&D, I think I probably have to add at least something from the Dungeons and Dragons set. But yeah, Terror of the Peaks. You get multiples, of course. That trigger is going to happen multiple times. It gets better the more you have, but making use of something like Topiary Stomper, play that, you get a land with this guy out, 4 damage to any target. That's not a bad thing. Terror of the Peaks is fantastic for a reason. Actually, I should see how much the extended art is. That would be lovely. Man, look at that. Whew. If it wasn't scary already, it's scary now, but we got the Terror of the Peaks. Good stuff. Let's look up other dragons quickly, see if there's anything that really jumps out. But Terror of the Peaks, oh, Junji, yes. The Menace Dragon. I almost said Dino there. Oh, I think they could up their extended art, alternate art level for sure. People would definitely spend money if they had fantastic things like that. Absolutely. It's not gameplay related. It doesn't get you ahead. It's not required. But they could up their cosmetic game, I think. Definitely. could sparkle, glow a little bit more. Anything, maybe the animations for cards, custom things, more emotes, I imagine would be nice, but stuff like that, I don't see why they haven't done that a little bit more. Seems like a no-brainer. And custom battlefields as well. But dragons. Collected, not collected. Alright. Probably keep it to just red and green dragon stuff. Alright. Big guys, big guys. Yeah, let's I'll add in Goldspan Dragon for now, but I think, yeah, for sure Terror of the Peaks is still going to be my top pick, since I'm using just mostly a lot of creatures. And let's see. Varix Bladewing. I've always thought this guy was pretty cool. I got a playset of him. It's not very expensive in paper, but having the two things, so if we do kick it, we would get to deal 8 damage, but split is kind of nice. So with the one creature, we'd be able to take out, say, 2 creatures, if that made sense. But I think for the most part, whenever you play something like Terror of the Peaks, there's a pretty good chance you're just going to shoot the opponent right in the face and kill him quicker. But if there is something problematic, yeah, it is nice splitting up with something like Varix Bladewing, making Karox Bladewing. Man, lots of X's. Say that 10 times fast. If you can. I don't think so. Inferno. Yeah, I like it. Oh, the classic Shivan Dragon. I thought this was basically one of the best cards when I first started out in 8th edition. So that's way back in 2004. 2003, 2004. Shivan Dragon, that was the thing to get. And now it just looks not good in comparison. I mean, you look at something like Inferno of the Star Mounds. Nuts. Or you compare Shivan Dragon to Terror of the Peaks. It is nice. They do have a little bit more green dragons. I did appreciate seeing that. Yeah, if it had trample, for sure. But it was from the very first set of Magic the Gathering, so definitely things were not super complicated. Flying and trample on Shivan Dragon, if it came in the alpha set, the very first one, man, that would have probably been the best creature ever. But things were not very powerful way back when in the late 90s there. Definitely. I could see Green Dragon. I have been toying with the idea of Green Dragon in a Dinos list, actually. Whenever it enters the battlefield, until end of turn, whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt damage, destroy it. So I'll add Green Dragon there, but we go to Forerunner. No, that's not how you spell it. Forerunner. I've always thought Forerunner of the Empire would be paired quite nicely with Green Dragon. We deal 1 damage to each creature, and we kill them. As long as we've played the Green Dragon. I think that could be pretty sweet. Of course, we could have any spell that deals 1 damage to everything, but yeah, definitely. I think there's alternate art for Green Dragon. Yes. Oh, I think that is absolutely better than the original one. I might bite the bullet and spend 2,000 gold, but I think I should have splurged. I remember seeing this on sale in the store a little bit ago. But man, that is just... Now that's how you do extended art. And on an uncommon card as well. In foil, I bet that would be quite stunning. But yes, going back to Forerunner, I think that would be a pretty good pairing. Something to keep in mind. Lots to think about, that's for sure. That is just for the cosmetic. Just to unlock that card style to use for Green Dragon. So I would have to... How many copies do I have? Nope, that's not it. I'll add them in. Yeah, so I only have 2 copies, but I mean I have 278 uncommon wild cards, so I'll just craft them both right there. But yeah, that 2,000 gold is just for the style, the alternate art of the Green Dragon there. This one's still pretty good. Spraying a nice toxic cloud. Crushing everybody. Yeah. The Green Dragon, Terror of the Peaks, Gold Span. It's really turning into just Gruul Dragon deck, but I think those are probably my top picks at the moment for dragons in a dino list. One-time cosmetic fee, yes, that is. Yeah, definitely. I think we'll end it there. That was pretty fantastic. It was quite lovely having you chatting, and anybody else watching right now or later on, definitely check out my support Cassiopeia gameplay, and I think I'll set that up for tomorrow night. That'd be a good time. I'm probably going to play it after I finish here. Continue to brush up and climb higher. Hopefully getting into silver soon, but it can be hit or miss. Definitely if my teammates don't believe in Cassiopeia support, since it is so uncommon. Sometimes. Yes, for sure. Talk to you soon. Hopefully you have a good night, and everybody else as well. Remember, there is always room for improvement. Have a good one.